Back in October, the Patriots lost their first game against the Dolphins. Can Miami do it again? The answer comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, Wilson. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 7 catches, 69 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Buying time to his left. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. And now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation. 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to. But he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it. But he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively. My goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the give, this is Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw. Jones. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Julian Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. A solid stiff arm. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Julian Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 92 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So the two teams will... You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Jones on third down. Here's Booker on the catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it. So it's a turnover there on the right. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this.
After a given play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's got Slayton on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Singletary. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Elliott good with a PAT. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, they're probably really getting routed at this point. Keeping them in the game as best they can, they've got to increase their proficiency in taking the ball away, because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This, the second meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Jones on first down. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for New England.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Operating from the gun, Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. Touchdown, Patriots. Darius Slayton, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he's got Booker. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Escaping the pressure right. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Zach Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 12. A minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's Jones. To Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Wilson wants to throw it. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 34 yards. And the Dolphins are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary language,
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big